dramas today, see what else everybody else is watching, because I know, hey, I am watching Korean dramas. That's kind of where I have my niche, and I like to promote K-drama community, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. So let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully I can answer them. I also might be going through the My Liberation Notes, which is a good K drama. I highly recommend it because it's super fun. I think it's just got so much just great drama writing. I think that it's one of the best I've seen in a long time. And I wish I was a little bit better about, the history of certain drama writers or the directors, but I mostly just follow the Korean drama actresses, actors, a little bit of K-pop as well, but I don't really do that much in terms of behind the scenes. The only things that I see behind the scenes is really just the K drama behind the scenes outtakes of K dramas, which I love. Like in Business Proposal, the behind the scenes actions were just so cute. I think all of the actors, they just had so much chemistry with each other that I think that that was really fun. And then I also just thought that in terms of the writing, I heard it used to be a webtoon or an anime, and then it got converted into a Korean drama with some really good actors, up and coming. An Hyo-sup is amazing. He was in a really recent K-drama, kind of a historical one, a little bit of sorcery. He had magical powers. And then the girl, she is an excellent singer. She was in Sweet Home, which was kind of a violent, kind of scary thriller drama. And then, of course, Mingyu, he had a viral, I think either a Vine or an Instagram um, little blurb. It was a video that came out not too, like, and it was really cute. It was really fun. So I highly recommend A Business Proposal. It's one of my favorite K-dramas also for the year of 2022. I mean, the year itself, it's kind of uneventful, thank goodness, in terms of, so, you know what? I can't say that. I can't say the world was uneventful. There's been so much news, especially I get a lot of different worldwide news from TikTok, not on purpose, but kind of just in the side. So it's not something that it's kind of like a secondary source of news. So not the best, not the best source of news, but I do like it. TikTok is a little bit different. But anyways, I would say A Business Proposal was just super good in terms of the presentation, the storyline. Of course, the storyline was a little bit the same as what was previous because you've got the very rich Chebol, the guy on Hyo-sup, and then of course the hardworking girl. But this time she wasn't like dirt poor. I don't even know if dirt poor is the right terminology, but she was actually coming from a middle income family. They owned their own chicken shop. She had a good job from the company that An Hyo-sup was the CEO and his grandfather was running. And so it was kind of a very intertwined K drama. So yeah, I just really loved A Business Proposal and it was really fun to watch. But I don't know if any of you all have other drama recommendations or if it's something that you watch as well. And it's really hard for me to know what K drama to watch next because certainly there is so much out there. But yeah, I do want to watch something that's very well written, which I think My Liberation Notes and our, yes, great. I like K dramas as well. And New York City, I did live in New York City for a few years back a long time ago. Hey Taylor, Nice to see you again. Black with Song Seung-hoon. He was in that drama, and I've watched almost all of Song Seung-hoon's K-dramas. I didn't really watch his newest one, which was Voice 4 or something like that. It was just, that one wasn't that good. But Black was good because he was kind of like a modern day Grim Reaper. Thank you for the likes. He's a modern day Grim Reaper. And so that was really interesting. And he's just a very handsome, well spoken guy. And I kind of feel like he could have crossed over just like Lee Byung Hoon. Lee Byung Hoon had crossed over a while ago as in the G.I. Joe franchise, but Song Seung-hoon never made it over, and he does speak some English, not as well as Lee Byung Hoon, but his English is okay, and I'm sure he could have worked on it a little bit more. Oh, Brad Game had asked if I was watching Black, and Black you can view on Netflix Korea, and I did watch a couple of episodes of it, but really dark thrillers aren't really what I like. I like more lighthearted, more rom-com, but I did watch an episode of Black. And then Song Seung-hoon is also in a more recent K-drama that was on IQYI, and I think you could probably find it on different websites, but it's would you like to have dinner, or it's something like have dinner with me, or dinner mates. It's called Dinner Mates. And I watched all episodes. So Song Seung-hoon was in Dinner Mates. That one was very cute. It was very sweet. It was about the lead man, who is Song Seung-hoon. He had met up with the female lead, and I forget her name. I think her name is Lee Da-hee, or something like that. She was in www.search. So Song Seung-hoon is a psychiatrist. He meets up with Lee Da-hee, and I think she's like a producer, or yeah, she's a producer of a show, and she's trying to get him to be on a show and promote a show. But I don't know. I I kind of thought it was cute. It was fun. Dinner mates, and they were having all kinds of food together, but they didn't know each other's names, which was funny because eventually she had to try to go work with him and promote like a show that he was on. So, yeah, sometimes like for me, a lot of the Korean, especially for historical or medical or legal or really, really financial, like business heavy dialogue, if I'm not reading the subtitles, I don't get it. But if it's very simple, everyday conversation, then thankfully I know, I can usually figure out the conversation because a lot of it is repetitive. I didn't. I did not get my laptop fixed. And actually, it finally just went kaput. It just completely went it zeroed out. It wouldn't even turn on anymore. And I figured because it wasn't even a small cup of coffee, it was a giant venti Starbucks coffee. And it just completely it went kaput. And it was a great computer. It was a Google Chrome from Acer. It was very light, it was pretty fast. I wasn't doing anything except for watching. I was video streaming. I would check emails. I would, log on to accounts a little bit here and there. And I think it was on its last leg anyways, because the hard drive or the operating system was so old that it wasn't going to update anyways. So it wasn't going to update. So that means it was open to malware or attacks because some of the security levels, it wasn't going to update anymore. And then the sound system was completely gone for several months, like months. And that's why I got a Kindle. And then finally, it just didn't, it just went, rest in peace, my poor little laptop. But it served its purpose for quite some time. I think I had that laptop maybe 6 years, and it was like $300. It wasn't just, it didn't really do much. Alice 2020. I think, was that the one with the guy from Baker King Taku, Kim Taku, I think that's the one. What? Wait, is that the one where she goes back in time and then her son is also a time traveler and then like they keep jumping time warps, like it kept going back in time. He did save his mom. So that was weird because there was a big thing with the Oedipus complex. It almost looked like the son was falling in love with the mom, and it was kind of weird because like then she reincarnated as a student. Like that was strange. But I really like that main lead character. I follow him on Instagram. They were falling in love with each other, which is super awkward. It was weird. Like that part of the storyline I thought was a little bit not proper. It wasn't like, yes, there are many different layers of different souls. Maybe he was in, sorry, there's a bug. Maybe he was in love with her more as a mom spirit because he was confused too. He was confused too. Now that I remember, now that the wheels of my brain are turning, I remember he was kind of conflicted because he was confused about Kim Hee-sun's professor character. Because you remember she was like the modern day version of his mother. She was a professor and kind of like a gosh, she was kind of like a professor slash police detective, something or other. Yeah, it was kind of weird. That part I just kind of like let it go. I didn't really like follow it too closely just because like that part was just weird for me. But I did like that one. And then and what was really bizarre is that he actually was the evil future thing that was creating all of this crazy in current time. Like it was kind of like a mind bender. There were so many parallel universes to Alice 2020 that it was just like I don't know. I liked it because I do like Kim Hee Sun and other things, but Sweet Home, Sweet Home. I think Alabama was with Reese Witherspoon, but Sweet Home, the K drama, is with that girl from My Business Proposal. I think they kind of had, yeah, he did it to prevent catastrophe. But in the last episode, there was a new version of him, and somehow he was back with Kim Hee Sun's character, who was maybe another version of the professor, if that makes sense. I don't even know if I really caught that drama. Like, you would have to create an org chart. Oh, okay. Bye, Taylor. It was fun. Join us next time. But yeah, I don't know. That one was kind of a mind twister. It was so dark, twisted, and bizarre. Like, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know. That one was very bizarre in my brain. And I did watch a lot of the episodes, and I think mostly because Kim Hee Sun is such a great K drama person. The one where the guy is an alien? Which one? You have to tell me a little bit more because alien ones I'm not as a big of a fan. So aliens, historical dramas, he's oh, My Love from Another Star. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's really kind. That's so funny. You did a good job, Taylor. Thank you for the 1,000 likes. But yes, he was so good in My Love from Another Star. Kim Soo Hyun. I watched My Love from Another Star, which he was with Jun Ji Hyun, who is one of my favorite Korean actresses. She's so good. She was in Mount Jury recently, but that one was kind of like meh. I like her and Ju Ji Hoon, who is the lead actor for that Mount Jury, but it wasn't good. Like, oh, and Blue Lagoon or My Blue Lagoon with Lee Min Ho. Yeah, that one was good too. And it was good to where I thought that that one was better than The King Eternal Monarch because I didn't feel like Kim Go Eun and him had a very good um, chemistry. Like off camera, they had great chemistry. On camera, she just seemed so angry, so bitter, so mean to Lee Min Ho's character that I was like, it's not that good. For personally, I did not think it was that good. But I did like The Legend of the Blue Sea. That's the one with Lee Min Ho and Jun Ji Hyun. And then Kim Soo Hyun, his big K dramas were My Love from Another Star, which he looked amazing. Jo- the, his name Kim Do Jun. His name in Lee in the My Love from Another Star, Kim Do Jun, because I remember her saying it so much. That was such a good drama. I've watched that a few times, and I rarely watch K dramas more than once. And some of them I can't even finish the entire thing. And then he was also in the Moon Embracing the Sun. That one is so good. It was one of the blockbuster K dramas. That one I watched. I also watched the one It's Okay Not to Be Okay. And I watched that one. I watched kind of half-heartedly when it first came out, but I wasn't really into it. And then I watched it again recently, about a month ago, and I liked it so much better. I think I just wasn't in the right mindset to really watch that. So Itaewon Class has one of my favorite K-drama actors, Park Seo-joon. So he is going to be in the next Marvel movie, Captain Marvel portion of Marvel movie. He is going to be Amadeus Cho. I don't know what that character is, but I think it's huge for him to be a Marvel character, especially since the Marvel comic world is just so big. It's part of the Disney franchise. And I think he's kind of doing what Lee Byung-hun did, which is he was in G.I. Joe's, which was very popular at the time. And now Park Seo-joon is going to be in Captain Marvel. And when I first watched Captain Marvel in the movie theater, I thought Captain Marvel was a male gendered superhero. So when he was this like 1970s kind of throwback kind of like girl, I was like that was pretty interesting. And Itaewon Class, so Park Seo-joon was in Itaewon Class. He was in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? That's probably another one of my favorite K dramas. He was in a very popular K drama, Hwarang, with Park Hyun Sik and V from BTS. And Go Ara was the lead actress. I am not as big of a fan as Go Ara. She was in so some Dodo So La Me So whatever that one. I didn't really like it. You couldn't watch Secretary Kim. It was so good. It's coming up on its like 5 year anniversary or something. I don't know. I saw on social media that it was up on they had like an anniversary for it. So he was in that one. He was also in Fight My Way with Kim Ji Won, and Kim Ji Won was just in My Liberation Notes. That one was really good if you like kickboxing, and that was that was a cute Korean drama, kind of typical. Well, not totally typical because everybody was kind of like lower income because like a lot of times K drama there's like this really rich guy or the really rich girl and then somebody from like a less wealthy background. And then what else was oh my gosh. And then the other one that I loved him in was She Was Pretty. That one's so cute because it's kind of like he was the ugly duckling when they were in elementary school and he was best friends with this wildly popular girl, and then like the tables turn when they get older and they kind of run across each other. It was kind of like a Cyrano de Bergerac story because you know He he what am I trying to say? He actually became no, sorry, the girl, and she was pretty. She had her best friend who's gorgeous pretend to be her because they were going to meet up after, elementary school passed, where she was superstar in middle school, but then she grew up to look not as cute, like conventionally as cute. And then so she kind of like pushed her best friend who was really, really hot to be uh stand-in for her. She was pretty with Park Seo-joon, and I forget the female lead character's name, but she's also very good. She's been in a lot of Korean dramas. She's actually, I don't, I don't remember anything currently, but she was pretty, very fun, very cute, and a little bit different because it's kind of following that Cyrano de Bergerac storyline of somebody falling in love with another person, and then but they fall in love with the person's personality and the person that they are on the inside, because they were pen pals for a long time. And even though the best friend was really, really hot, pretty, he had the connection with his best friend from when they were little, not this new hot girl. Yeah, so I really, really like that one with Park Seo-joon. He is then in Itaewon Class, and that one I thought it was a little bit more difficult to watch because he was so vengeful, and the antagonist, the second lead, that guy, An Bo Hyun's character, oh, he was so miserably awful in that show, Itaewon Class, that I did not like An Bo Hyun. I was just like, who is this guy? But then An Bo Hyun was so cute as a boyfriend in Yumi Cells. So in Yumi Cells season one, oh yeah, I really like K dramas. So in season one of Yumi Cells, An Bo Hyun is just a very good kind of IT see startup guy, and Yumi falls in love with him, and they proceed to have a very cute romance in Yumi Cell season one. Yumi Cell season two is out right now, and I'm not as big of a fan as I am with season one, just because An Bo Hyun, I just felt like he had a lot of chemistry with Kim Go Eun's character, who is the lead female, and Bobby, who is the lead guy for season two. He is Jin Young from GOT7, but I think for me, he's like I'm not as he's not my ideal lead male character. An Bo Hyun, Park Seo Joon, they have a much bigger like physique, like they're bigger, and so I think that's why I don't really gravitate towards Jin Young's character from GOT7. He's a little bit smaller. I'm not a huge girl, but I am like bigger. So I think that's why I like bigger people. Yeah. You like shows where you can learn something. I think if you like shows like that, I don't know if My Liberation Notes or Our Blues is something where you could learn something from it, but I think that it was very well directed. Cinematography was good. Like there's no CGI. There wasn't anything over the top, like different, um, like a lot of expense going into the camera work and the background and the scenes or the clothing. They just had good dialogue and really good interactions between the characters. So that's what I like about those two dramas, and it's really on the top of my list right now. But I do like, and I don't know, I'm not really like into any of the Korean dramas that are on air right now. Like Alchemy of Souls is on with Lee Jae-wook, like he's the lead guy in that one. It's kind of like a fantasy historical K drama, and It's good. Like it's interesting because it's about a female assassin who also is a martial artist who has like these sorcery skills, who then is killed by a large group of other sorcery assassins, and then she somehow jumps souls, and she went from a soul that was like this expert assassin with skills into a new body that can't do anything and that's really weak. So that's kind of a new twist to that whole line of K dramas. But I don't know. I think it's just okay. I'm not a big, huge fan of it. And then the other one that I just finished was Uri the Virgin, and that one was good. Definitely good, but I don't know if I liked it a ton, only because it just was choppy in all of the different stories that were going on. So there was one story where the lead character, she of course had this immaculate pregnancy through IVF. And then you have this her in a love square with two lead guys. One is Sung Hoon, and another one is an actor who's been in the industry for quite some time but has never made it really, really big. And then there is this evil, kind of evil, but then became likable second female lead who is a competitor to the rich guy. And so there was this love square going on, but I don't feel like any of them had that great of chemistry because she was like supposedly pregnant with the rich guy's baby, but then she had been dating someone for several years and they were like, took a vow of chastity. So that whole love square thing was a little bit awkward. And then there was this secondary story where there was the evil lady who became a lot more likable, and the mom was very manipulative. And then they somehow were part of this underlying thieving gang. And then there was like this hospital background with murders and switching faces. And so it was just not the best pieced together K drama. It was okay. I would give it a solid C plus. Whereas Our Blues and My Liberation Notes, they both get an A. I don't think A plus. Like My Love from Another Star, A plus. What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, A. Full House gets an A plus. My Girl with Lee Dong-wook gets an A plus. That is old school K drama. And then I also loved My Name is Kim Samsoon with Hyunbin, A plus. I watched that a few times just because it's so cute. And Daniel Henney made his debut in My Name is Kim Samsoon. Daniel Henney back in 2008. I guess it's been 14 years since that debut. He has blown up. He's done so well in the US and Korea. He also was part of a franchise. He was some like, not assassin, but he was like a CIA something or other in like either in I think the X-Men like the X-Men series. I also like X-Men series. I think he was in the X-Men series. So Daniel Henney crossed over to that. Then he was in CSI or Criminal Minds or something for a really long time. And now he came out with something else. I don't always keep up with Daniel Henney. He's not like he's not like my all-time favorite Korean actor. I think he's good. I think he definitely won a lot of people's hearts on My Name is Kim Samsoon. Him and Hyunbin actually fought in a swimming pool because they were, I don't know, they it was kind of cute. It was kind of funny. They made up and they didn't quite have a bromance going, but they did eventually make up and were kind of friendly towards each other eventually. But yeah, that one was good. Kim Samsoon, yeah, A. Legends of the Blue Sea, because I like Jun Ji Hyun so much. A. And I like Lee Min Ho. So Lee Min Ho, of course, was in one of the biggest K dramas ever, which is Boys Over Flowers. Like it was huge. Like that one with Goom Jandi and Gu Jinpyo, whatever, however you say his name. And then Kim Bum was in that K drama too. So Lee Min Ho and Kim Bum, they did very, very well from Boys Over Flowers. Lee Min Ho went on to star in so he's like top A list. So that one's huge. That one I think I would give it a B plus. I wasn't yeah, B plus. It was cute. It was cute high school. Then he went on to do something very similar called The Heirs with Kim Woo-bin and Park Shin-hye. Wow, these are bringing back some really good memories. So with Park Shin-hye, that one got huge kudos throughout the world. I think that just solidified their a celebrity, a status that just solidified it for them. The Heirs was really big. Kim Woo Bin was in there. Kim Ji Won was there as like a really mean girl. She was Rachel. They had actually a lot of really good K drama actors in The Heirs, like Kim Woo Bin. Oh my gosh, and Che Jin Hyuk as the older brother. He was really good as the older brother. I really like that K drama. I give that one a B plus if I have to grade it. And then if we're talking about Kim Woo Bin, he recently came back from a hiatus due to medical reasons. So I'm really glad he's back, healthy. Him and his girlfriend Shinmina was in Our Blues. So that was interesting because like they were not love interests, which I think was actually good because I think it would have been too, I don't know, basic or too expected if they were to be together in Our Blues K drama when they date in real life. So they were interested in other people in this K drama. So for Our Blues, I would give it solid A. My Liberation Notes, a solid A. I liked both of them a lot. Very good. Just more complicated storylines. And I thought more real in terms of daily Korean lives. I haven't been to Korea for a very long time, so I don't know if it's really real, but in my mind, it's a lot more real than all of these K dramas that are always like talking about very, very rich people and their lifestyle. So, so Kim Woo Bin came out with that one. He also did one with Susie Bay, and that one was really sad. That one was really sad. I give that one a B just because it was so sad. Susie was in a really good K drama. I'm just going to keep going like until I run out of K dramas to talk about. So Susie Bay, I loved her in Big. So oh, it was so cute. So Susie Bay was not the lead actress in Big. Goblin, his the guy from Goblin, what's his name? Eh. He also has like an interesting name. What is his name? He's ah, Gong Yu. He's a two-syllable name too. So Gong Yu was in Goblin, but Gong Yu was also in Big with Susie Bay. So he did something where he was this young kid who switches bodies, and then he's a big guy, Gong Yu, but he's a younger guy trapped in Gong Yu's body. And Susie Bay is in love with Gong Yu's younger self, but then she realizes the younger self is trapped in Gong Yu's body. So I give Big with Gong Yu a solid B. And then his other drama that was I was talking about, Goblin, that one gets an A. That's with Kim Go-eun, who's in Yumi Cells, and she was in The King Eternal Monarch. That one gets an A minus. It's more than a B plus, but it's less than an A just because the ending, it just got too complicated. So you know how you were saying Alice was like a lot of time warp and time jump? So Goblin is about a mythical Korean character, and so he went and well, he didn't reincarnate. He just kept living this very long life. But Lee Dong-uk's character, he reincarnated, and he was actually a Grim Reaper. It was really, that part of it was very sad because he like was going to he had the love of his life, Lee Dong-uk character. That one was twisted. That one was twisted. But I definitely give Goblin an A minus just because of the ending. Had it ended a little bit better than that, I would have given it, a solid A. What else was Gongyu was also in one of the best Korean dramas called Coffee Prince. Coffee Prince is also just really good as well. Coffee Prince gets a solid A just because it was one of those, at the time, unique storylines. So the girl who was in it, Eunhae, Che Eunhae, or she was she was also in the drama, and she was in Goong with Ju Ji Hoon, and then yeah, well, what? Anyways, she was in a girl K-pop group long time ago in the early 2000s. She hasn't been in anything recently, but Gongyu and her were in Coffee Prince. The whole cafe is now pretty popular still. Yeah, that's interesting. So, anyways, Gongyu was very good in that one, and so was Che Eun-hae. Her name is Che Eun-hae. And so, yeah, that part was good as well. So, and I think I'm kind of now done with all the historical K dramas, unless you have anything interesting with the Korean dramas that were previously talked about. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off on this one, or I might actually just keep going and then talk about My Liberation Notes. I'm not sure. My Liberation Notes is really good. I personally like it quite a bit, but yeah, I might stop this one, upload it into YouTube, and then restart for My Liberation Notes so that way I could upload one and completely have that done and then do a separate one because chopping it up is really difficult to do on the edit side. But yeah, I hope you liked this live talk about K dramas. If you did, I do upload quite often about Korean dramas and my recommendations. So if you do like it, feel free to follow me and then check out my YouTube videos because some of it I do have quite a bit of historical K drama information on there as well. Alrighty, thanks so much. Bye bye.